Man.
We are.
Welcome back to another episode of
God bless
some
you.
marketing hacks, huh?
Yes. Hey, my friend. If you are watching this video right now, today, you are at the right place. If you are a realtor, lender, small business owner, and as a business owner, you got to market yourself, you got to brand yourself, and then video is the number one, numero uno. Am I saying it right, Ray?
Número uno. Very good.
Numero
Muy
uno.
bien. Muy bien.
So got to do it now. We understand the challenges we have to make videos, because we never did it before. Come on, we have challenges, and Ray is going to give a lot of tips about how to break through those challenges and do video regularly. So before we go to the technicality, I like to talk about why do we need to do video. Like Simon Sinek says, the start, anything you do, start with your why. If
Yes.
we know how big is the why, we will do it. If we don't know, we'll not do it. Now, let me ask you something. We all we speak, we speak English in America. We speak English, okay, Ray.
Yep.
Um, but for example, you from New York, okay?
Yes.
You pick fast, fast, fast. Maybe a lot of time people say, "Hey, Ray, slow down, brother."
Yeah. A lot of time. All the time.
All the time, okay. Now, I'm from India. I do have an accent, okay. So I did get, a lot of time, people say,
People saying
Sean,
I don't understand.
speak
Can you say it again?
slow, like, so, okay, whatever. So we all have our thing. We do not, most of us, you here and we do not speak exact perfect English language or grammar or pronunciation. We do not. We don't speak like that Hollywood actor. Okay,
Right.
otherwise we'll be in Hollywood. Okay, we do not. Okay, let's. But we speak.
Yes.
Now the question is why we speak with each other, even though we are not perfect at it. Why? The answer is the communication. Speaking with each other, what we do, we communicate to each other. Okay, hey, give me a glass of water. We're communicating. Okay, I'm hungry. Communicating. If we can't speak, if you don't speak and we are hungry, we're going to starve. So we speak. So the answer is the communication. And here's the why comes. Video will be the number one communication in future. Not right now, in future. So we got to be ready right now to game up our communication skill.
Yes.
it, so that's what the thing is. It's not only about doing a video, creating a content, giving the information. It will be like just for my real estate. We have you have a clear to close. It will be on the video.
Right.
Remember 10 years back or 15 years back when the teenagers started texting, our generation was very resistant. Oh my god, that's like so silly text message. Look now,
Right.
most of the we how much you hate, like don't like the phone call, like, oh my god, I don't want to spend 20
Right.
minutes on a
On
phone
a
call.
phone call. What? On a phone? What?
Exactly. So Ray, like, let's talk about it right now.
Okay.
So that is the thing, that the video is the communication for the future, and
So
we have to work on that.
there's a couple of things that I want to kind of start off with is, last week we spoke about branding, and fortunate for us, we were able to get our systems back up to normal and have our, our branding, which I think it's over, I guess it's over here, so on, which is very important. So that's one thing. And then when you talk about communication, I know a couple, I actively know them. They're friends of mine that they really don't speak. He's Spanish. I mean, she speaks Spanish from Colombia and he's American. And they met somewhere. I'm not sure where they met. Overall here, and while they're working, and they kind of they liked each other. They literally started speaking to one another via Google Translate. So again, even though one did not speak one other language, they were able to communicate, and they continue to do that. I mean, they've been together now for several, not more, now weeks. Now it's in the months, and I would ask, "Hey, how's she doing with the, vice with the English?" And he was like, "You know what? It's going very well. She's trying really hard, and she's, challenging herself. But she's right now she's focused on, finding the work that she's trying to find." So I'm like, great, as long as you guys are still working at it. And the same thing it comes to what we're trying to do here with video. You know, you and I, literally, we have this equipment, right? And this equipment is called the computer, right? A light, right? The willingness to try, even though you may fall, but we don't stop. We keep trying. You know, the reason why I've always loved video, and when I started Onset Media, was primarily based off video, nothing else. And then I realized that it's not only about video, right? It's about SEO and web design, and just to get people to understand the services we provide at Onset Media Digital Agency. So turns out that people are always trying to just make it so perfect. I just, and again, and I get it. I get it that everyone wants it so perfect. And I think that's what happens, and people seem to go in another direction, and then they just say, you know what, I'm not gonna do it. Am I right or no?
Yeah, you are 100% right. Now, how do we break that mindset of being perfect? So, as we always say that, progress is the success, not the perfection. So let's talk about that. How can we break
I
that
love your
mindset?
quotes. I love the quotes that you always come up with. I'm not gonna lie, I really do. So right, society has given us so many tools to play around with, so on. So we're not going to speak about what we have, right? Because I have equipment, I have a camera on my computer, I have a camera that I use, I have OBS Studio for my back end, so on. So what you see, what you guys are seeing in the broadcast. So again, but let's talk about the basic stuff. If I was going to do a video, let's say, for example, I have a business and I want people to know what I have or what I sell, then why not grab this thing? I think it's called a cell phone, right? Where I come from, it's a phone, right? And I do have something in the back, but it's a phone, regular phone. And this phone has one of the best, if not the best, cameras that you can actually walk around in your pocket. There's other cameras called the GoPro. There's so many small cameras. There's so many different camera sources out there that are phenomenal. But they're not easy to navigate or to take the video and transfer it over to someone else. It's just so much of a work. But when I finish recording a video on my camera, and I'm in the Apple world. Apple, I'm in that one of those Apple folks, right? So I'm able to take the video that I just shot, and I can literally airdrop it, or I can connect my computer to it and then take it in through. And it's phenomenal. And then I can go ahead and put it into some editing software, which again is another area. But again, that's me. I don't always have to do that.
Yeah,
Again, trying to be perfect is not what we need to always strive for.
yeah, yeah,
Getting it done is half the battle. And
yeah,
again, once you get it done, you're very 90% there. You're always going to be your worst critic. So I don't know about you, but I lost like 7 pounds, right? And I'm like, okay, do I look good? I know I don't look good, but someone says, Ray, you look great. Wait a second. No, I don't. Because I'm my worst critic. So I'm like, wait a second. So realize when you're doing this production and you're taking your phone, you're taking this, so on, you want to make sure it's perfect. Why don't you get a second opinion and see what they think versus you being your best critic?
great point. Yeah, yeah, take it out of the head.
Yes.
Take it out of
And,
the
and with the goal, again, half the battle is getting it done. I
Yeah.
can tell
Now
you that getting it done.
I'll talk about a couple of reasons about so one thing is making it perfect, so we're not doing it. Now there are few reasons not to make it perfect. Now number one reason is the people, they like authenticity. They don't like too much produced videos, like that, like a
Right.
movie style. It's good sometimes, do produce video, but they like authentic you. Like
Yes.
as a realtor, when I'm going to an appointment or meeting a client, they want to see me exactly like that, not that
Yes.
go to the Snapchat and whatever, put some the video makeup. And so people don't really don't like it. A little bit for fun is okay, but not, they
Yes.
don't like it. So authenticity, you know
Right.
and number two is it get done.
Right.
Is get done, because then we're not waiting. Because what happens here, if we keep in some idea in our head for too long, what happens, somebody else is doing it by the
Yes.
time we thinking of the perfection. And
So
number three is yeah, number three is very very good reason to do the video right now, right then. And why? Because people like small videos. They really, even YouTube, used to be hour, at least minimum 12, 13, 14 minute video, in YouTube, and then hour long videos. Now there's a YouTube shorts, so people like small videos. So anybody has 10, 20 second, 30 second, 1 minute, and just pick up the phone and do it, small. And so these are the advantage to do it right now, and not to just get stuck making it perfect.
I remember when there was a whole campaign saying, video, it's not that important, or it's there, but, again, it's just too much work, and it's going to grow, but it's not as important as anything else. Now we all know the reason why we're broadcasting on these, YouTube and Facebook, because it is so imperative for
Yeah,
success in general. So
yeah,
people to know who I am and they see the brand Avante Media, or they understand Sean. So again, this is what we try to do and all the time. But some people just don't get it.
yeah,
TikTok, at one point, I don't have the specific stats, but they have surpassed. I don't know if it's consistent. I just know viewership. And I
yeah,
don't know the stats behind it, so I don't want to kind of go behind it. But there's a reason why that the TikTok is such it's so huge.
yeah, it
you
is.
know Again, and it's the same exact scenario where you have the videos. Instagram got to the party late. Facebook was started doing the Facebook live thing, and it started utilizing all Periscope. Everything could be this live streamed, and that
Yeah,
was the whole goal behind it. And some people still decide not to make it a priority,
yeah,
even though, and this is the weird part, I mean, I find this mind-boggling. America and most of the world have gone to a platform like Zoom. We had no choice to continue to live and do business and go to school and so on. And even with us doing that, we still are hesitant to some video. Video is the most important thing. You know how easy it can be to take your phone and film. Hey, let me show you guys this house on a live stream. Let me show you the property of what this hidden gem has.
yeah,
So imperative. Let me be a business owner and let you know the services that we sell via my cell phone.
yeah,
Again, and you always want to make it perfect. Of course, we always would want that. But who's your audience? If you're gonna put this on social media, you want everyone to see it, right? That's what you want it. So
yeah,
guess what? So maybe your audience is so broad, it doesn't have to be perfect. It
yeah,
should always be. It should try. You should try to always level up for sure,
yeah,
like
yeah,
we're trying to do with the background while making it look nice and everything.
yeah,
But we don't want to just kind of dismay or put away. Oh, you could do it with any and anything. No, you should have a phone. It doesn't have to be an iPhone. It could be a Samsung. It could be anything. But the reason why they're so popular because you can utilize them to communicate your brand or your services or your home, your whatever you're providing, and people just choose for some reason not to do it. And I
yeah,
also have some
exactly.
points I wanted to say before I give it back to you. Is what is it? What's holding them back? And what I wrote down here was, well, maybe it's because of the equipment, right? We talked about the equipment a little bit.
Yeah,
Again, equipment is just too much money. I don't know how to do it, so on. And I just told them, you and I just mentioned, they do have a phone, they do have a computer, so that equipment is no longer valid. I also have how to do it. YouTube has given us the platform of going to school now, right? We can go to YouTube University and learn how to do a video on our phone or on our computer and share any information. So that is no longer a viable, excuse. And then what is needed? We've already talked about the equipment because it goes back to the equipment. So overall, the willingness, which is not easy, even though you do it very well, the willingness to speak to your camera and say, "Hey, how are you? How's it going?" and mess up and try to fix it again.
yeah.
Floor is yours.
So, here's the other thing also. So one thing is, of course, just get it done, but there is some technicality here, like on a video, is the light and the sound. So one thing is, people watching you. So now we don't have to be perfect on the light, on the lighting, or we don't have to be. The sound is, I believe, is very important because people, listening to you. So it has to give the clear message.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, I took a goal last 2 months, like do every day one video on YouTube, and doing it every single day. So 30 video in 30 days,
Wow.
and we're doing it now. Someone can go to my YouTube channel and say that my very first video, it was, I was taking a testimonial, like a review from a client, and it was dark. in the corner of the office with the cell phone. The gentleman was like so he was is a senior gentleman and he speak very slow,
Right.
barely can hear him. But you know what? That was the starting, and then from there we improve every single time, slowly, slowly, slowly. So
Yeah.
improvement is next. Get it done is important. So let's talk about a little bit of the light and sound.
Okay.
How someone can break those challenges and get a decent video just to start off and then do it.
So there are many platform, many things out there. Amazon is just like, I mean, they're selling everything, right? You know that. So with that being said, there's so many ring lights. There's so many lights at a low cost. So many adaptable lights, so on. And lighting is so important. Why does this background look so nice to you? Because my lighting that I have here is kind of light illuminating that. If my lighting wasn't good, then you would see a choppy background.
Yeah,
Again, literally, just so you guys know, this is a green screen. You wouldn't know that, or maybe you would know that. But again, because my lighting is that, and again, yeah, I do this for a living. I do. But again, that being said, there's many things that kind of challenge that on how to do it and being able to get it right. That being said, the lighting it's very relatively low cost because you're starting out. Remember, you're starting out. When you're starting out, putting a light in general to be able to eliminate you and your background, and again without anything overcast or kind of just making you look bad, it's very easy to do. But keeping it simple is what the main priority we want to do. You go to Amazon, you look up for a light, you put the light on. Now the light's going to be illuminating your face and your background. Guess what? Now you're going to have a great shot. That's one thing, and people just don't realize that's the light. Lighting is, and just so you know, when it comes to video production, lighting is a job. That's not just like, oh yeah, I do it, and so on. It's not easy to light. It's not. I can tell you that from many years, and I know my very good friend David is listening to this, and he's gonna be like, he's confirming. We used to lug around all the lights all the time, and we still do. And then the other thing, audio. Audio is also another job. So your videographer is just there to film, right? And they have all these little pieces to make filming great and to make audio good by connecting a lav mic, and just connecting it to your person and putting it in there inside your shirt so it looks very professional. Again, and let me just tell you, newsflash, video is very important, but the audio is most important. So if your audio is good, your film or your video maybe isn't that bad. If we were
yeah,
trying to speak now and then while I'm speaking, I'm chopping out up, guess what? Chances are someone will tune out and says, I can't listen to this guy no more. So if you were going to invest into something, again, now we have our camera, okay, we have our lighting, which we purchased at Amazon. So now that's the audio. The audio is a very important piece to any production. When you go to the movies, they purposely buy this special equipment to make sure that you hit the bass, to make sure the treble is perfect. They do that purposely to make sure you are involved in the process of the movie. Again, and this is why it's done to a certain aspect. You go to the movies today, it hasn't changed. It
yeah,
enhanced anything else, but outside of everything else, the reason why you walk into Costco, you see a sound bar is because audio has to do with everything to do with what's being seen on that screen. So again, I would definitely consider look on the audio portion of it. And you know what? I'm going to actually grab a link and send that over too, so we can actually add it to the bottom here. And with that link itself, you'll be able to kind of look at the lights and see what it is when it comes to lighting and how to be able to purchase and decide and so on. So I think that'll be a good start. So I hope I
yeah.
answered your question.
Yeah, no, for sure. So far what we got, number one thing is just do it. Take the camera, even it's a 30-second video. Just do it, post it, and just do it. That's number one thing. Number two is we're talking about the lighting. Lighting is, yeah, we need a little bit good lighting. It doesn't have to be perfect. So we can do outdoor or just have enough light so people can see you. And
Mhm.
number three is most important, what Ray you mentioned is the sound. So for the sound or for the light, someone can buy a ring light from, it's like a 15-20 dollar,
Yep.
or the expensive one is a little more, maybe $50, whatever.
And I don't know about the lighting because my lighting as I have is kind of professional based. So I don't know what the cost is, but You're exactly right. I know it's
in,
all.
in yeah, it's very very cheap in Amazon. And then the sound is the one, you can start with a headset, headphone or whatever, and then you're going to, he's going to put a link, if you want to check some.
Mhm.
So sound is very very important, that I can tell you, because I had a regular sound before, and then I end up buying these. Actually, I think my wife gifted me the, yeah, she did, the Yeti Nano. Those are good, microphone.
Oh,
The
okay. Right.
Yeah, so that's actually, the sound is very very important. Yeah,
And
so
it
yeah.
is, and right now I'm using my phone from my sound from my laptop. I
Okay.
don't know how it sounds well, but I would try to do, again, depending on the time and as we're preparing this and getting better, I would normally kind of go ahead and mic myself up, so
Yeah.
what you having what's coming from my mouth is literally from my lab mic on this production. So
Right.
because just so you know, every time you film anything, it's a
Yeah.
production. It's not just a video anymore. You
Right.
guys are now production people
Yeah.
with your
True.
cameras.
Yeah. True. So yeah. So those are very very good point. Ray, again, video, we have to, this is not a, you know we commodity anymore. This is a must.
Yes,
We must do video, as a realtor, as a lender, as a small business owner, any kind of business we are. We must do video, because video is the communication method for the future. This is the most, uh, people going to use that, like the way we're using text these days. We're
absolutely.
going to, so let's do it, let's get it done.
So I'm asked on a regular basis in reference to video. I'm asked that question a lot because I do, people know, many people know I do video. The importance of audio, and I let them know it's actually more important than your actual camera you're buying. And again, it's that important. So whenever you guys are conducting any videos and you do any live productions or kind of showing a property, if you guys can't be heard, then what good is it, right? And
Yeah.
yes, you can connect any of the microphones to any of the smartphones. You just have to be able to understand the wires that makes it operate. And if you guys have a questions, feel free to hit us below, and I'll kind of share some information. By all means, that's what we're here for, right? We're here
Yes.
literally to kind of let the community know how can we
Yeah.
help, what can we do.
Yeah,
So
we want everyone to be like, especially the, any business owner, you got to be, marketing expert. Means
yes,
like, not, just doing like a video editing or something, but marketing, know the marketing, how to reach out to the client, Google, social medias, how, and that's our goal. Now today we spoke about, how to break that challenge to do the video. Again,
which is
make some note. If you guys, and reach out to us, we'll be glad to talk to you guys,
yeah,
raise
and
the
also I'm curious to know as well for the people that are watching this on the replay, if they, or even the people that are on here live, is I'm curious to know. Let us know if this is helpful, if this is good information, if you watched it all the way through, if you didn't, so kind of I'm really curious to know. So when as we prepare for further, I guess discussions, we can literally kind of put things in there specifically for those people that are asking for stuff. So as we pick topics, we kind of set them up weeks in advance. But we also would love to be able to, again, the whole purpose behind this is to work with businesses overall. And again, a realtor is a business, and be able to help them with, on how to navigate through this world that we call marketing, right? So,
Yes.
and then one more thing I want to say is when we say the word marketing experts. So yes, so we love marketing. We talk marketing. I live marketing. I mean, if it's not one thing, that word is so used so often, and there's so many little things to make it work right or wrong. Let me just tell you that YouTube has so much information. If you focus on one thing at a time, then you can become an expert in that own thing. And of course, I would never discredit anything to do with schools, with certifications and courses, and not at all. But the more you're into something, for example, people think they're really good in social media because they do it every day. All they do every day is look at it and post, right? So they
Exactly.
become the
Yeah.
expert on it. So just
Mhm.
keep those things in mind as you're kind of looking around and you're trying to be able to have someone help you with these things. Getting
Yeah.
someone that knows how to maneuver around it is normally half the battle. So that you can trust that is for.
Yeah.
So
So Ray, a lot of great information. Thanks for those tips,
My
and
pleasure.
hopefully, this information, is going to help you break that challenge. Do that video today.
Yes.
Listen, not tomorrow. Do a 30-second, even 1 minute little video, and then just post it in your social media channel. This is a very, very good way to be out there. It doesn't happen in one day. Once you start doing the video, giving information, uh, uh, you know, to the public, to the people, to your community,
Hmm.
you will see organically so many people reaching out to you because they know every single day what you do. So
Yeah.
regardless whatever business you are in, real estate, even accounting, or you're a lawyer, or
Yes.
lender, restaurant owner, do video, let people know that you are in this business and you're going to organically get a lot of business. Let's do it. Break that
Absolutely.
challenge.
Absolutely, man. Well, great job, Sean. Thank you. I want to continue to encourage you to do a video every day, like you mentioned on the 30-day challenge that you have.
Yes,
I can I encourage you. Again, I haven't made that challenge yet, but I just want to tell you that just because you're doing it, again, and you're not seeing the rewards immediately, that's irrelevant. I think,
yes,
I know you know that, but some people may not understand that. So if you can actually do that on an ongoing basis and
yes,
upload a video easily. I mean, it's really easy to upload it to YouTube.
yeah,
That'd be great. Make it
yeah,
part of your daily practices or your monthly practices. Just
yeah.
at the end of the day, be consistent. You're consistent, you will always win.
Yeah. Hey, I just remember something. Another tip to break the challenge. So,
Yeah.
for example, if you are there, watching us right now, and then you have a struggle to do video, do this. Um, Before you start your work, put a little cheat. The yellow this sticky note on the computer. Remind do the video. So do that first in the morning before even you do anything. You're sitting on at your computer, starting working. Take that little yellow cheat out, and then get your phone out, do a again 30-second video. I'm
Right.
not asking much. Do
Right.
a little video like, hey guys, wish me luck, whatever. I'm doing this today, and give some information. Any transaction in your business, anything happened, you help someone, talk about that, and just give that message out every
That's
single day. And that's the way it's going
very
to be.
important. Very important. So again, that's why we're here. And again, having your network of being able to do a video to your network of people or friends and family, doing a video and sharing it with them would
Yeah.
not hurt also to help you, so on.
Is,
So
is
by all
and
means.
is going to help others also. Doing that video, you're
Absolutely.
helping
Without
giving
question,
them
man.
the news. Yeah, exactly.
That's amazing. That's
So
amazing. Good
thanks
stuff,
for
man.
watching, and Ray, thank you very much for providing all those information, and we'll
My
be
pleasure.
here next week at 11 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
Thursday, every Thursday we are here at 11.
Yeah, actually, one day I would love to go over our process and what we try to do on a weekly to make sure we make it right. Because I
Yes.
want to be able to make that one of a topic so
Yeah.
people can understand this, not the stress, right? The opportunities
Yeah.
of just trying to get better and better every week on what we're
Yeah.
trying to do. So I
Slowly,
would love to
slowly. Yeah.
make it one of the topics one day. So we'll see. Stay tuned.
We'll do. Thank
All
you.
right. All
Thank you,
right,
guys.
guys.
See you.
Good
Take
job.
care.
Thanks. Bye.